Talk about clean material. My asshole is pretty clean, actually. I'm prepared for later tonight, so it's squeaky. It's probably a better bet than my vagina right now, to be honest with you, because I prepare. Yeah, I used to just wing it. Don't do that. Don't just like feel your body and go, I got it. You don't got it, and you'll pay the price. But now I got a whole system. I'll tell you about it too, because I want you to have anal sex. I want all of you to. Let me try to get you into it. Let me just try to persuade you. You don't have to, but I just know a lot of women who are so adventurous in bed, and when it comes to anal, they just go, nope, I've tried it, and no. And I hear you, I'm sure you did try it, but I'm just saying, I do think that maybe you can't say you've tried it, really say you've tried it, until you can answer yes to the following questions, okay? Number 1, did you use all the lube in the land? Did you lube? I'm talking about lubricant you buy, not a couple loogies from the dry, drunk mouth of the guy who convinced you it'd be a good time to try it when you're not actually ready. That's not lube. A lot of lube. I mean like a half a bottle. Enough that the TSA would be like, you can't go through with that. Like, you gotta finish it. A lot. I'm not joking. Are you with someone that if you had an accident, you wouldn't have to kill yourself afterwards? Like, they're not gonna tell their dodgeball league and it's gonna follow you around town. Are you doing it with someone that can keep a secret? A little brown secret? Because if not, you haven't tried it. Number 2. Are you relaxed? This is something that a lot of people have anxiety about. You gotta be relaxed. Did you come once already, vaginally, clitorally, fakely, however you are used to it, with your partner? Number 2, did you prepare? Did you prepare? I used to not prepare because I thought that, if I prepare, if I get like a kit, that's gonna mean something about me. Like, I'm like, that's all I do. And it kind of is, but that's not, it's not a lot. I used to think it was gonna be a whole smorgasbord of things I'd have to do. All you have to do to prepare is watch a YouTube video of a gay guy in his bathroom being like, here's how you do it, bitch. And then you follow the link to buy the little fucking turkey baster that you keep underneath your sink. No one will know what it is. It just seems like the thing you like suck snot out of a baby's nose with. Like, that's what it looks like. You squirt water up your butt 10 times till the water runs clean. Till it runs clean, not like Flint, Michigan will clean, but like might be more than 10 times. And even after it runs clean, just do it, like, kind of do this a little, like, just give it a couple, like, ketchup thumps, like you're trying to knock out just gotta make sure, and find your Heinz 57, the mark where you hit it and it, like, dislodges it. Mine's my solar plexus, might be a different spot for you. Explore yourself. Number 2, did you lay down a brown towel? How now, brown towel? Just in case, for peace of mind. And finally, number 2, start small. Don't start huge right away. Don't go right to the big leagues. Start with a finger, a tiny butt plug, maybe your boyfriend's tiny little penis. Start with something that's not intimidating. Start there. And then work your way up. And I know you're like, well, my boyfriend doesn't have a little tiny penis. He has a very big penis, and that is crazy big, and it's so big, it's gonna like hurt. Just for a second, think about, for me, the biggest shit you took, I don't know, in the past week. You know the one. The one that you're like, this could make it in Guinness Book of World Records. Like, if I did enter it. You know the one. The one that you're like, I could give birth out of my ass. Like, that just confirmed, like, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't, but I think you do. You know this. Am I the only one? The one that you want to take a picture of to send to your friend Anya, but you're like too scared you're gonna get hacked, and that's what TMZ will run with? And they'll just blow past the folder you've clearly marked for them that says full face nudes.
And by that same token, men aren't allowed to have feelings in our society, which isn't fair. You're expected to move past it, work through it, get over it. Women don't get over anything. No, we don't get over it. Instead, we hold on to it. We hold on to that rejection. We hold on to it. We pluck it out of space-time and we examine it from hindsight. We put it in different scenarios. We bring in experts like, Stacy, get over here. What are you? Remember that guy took me to Coachella, never called me again? Should we drive to his house? And sometimes We hold on to the pain of our rejection so tight that they become part of the makeup of our personalities. And then we get to use the pain of that past rejection, ladies, as an excuse for why we are the weird brand of fucked up that we are now. Yes, he broke up with me over breakfast and now I don't drink milk and I'm annoying. Like, it's always something. Every girl in here remembers almost every time she was rejected, because for women, it doesn't happen as much for men. And every girl, every human remembers the first time they were rejected. I'll go first, 4th grade. So, we were going to sit down for circle time. And I went and I sat by a boy I thought was cute, and he told me to go away. Now he's dead. Now I don't sit in circles anymore. But we cherish our rejections. They give us texture, they give us personality, and we take each one and we label it. We label each issue, each past grievance in its own mason jar. It's very rustic, pin it, and we put it into our sack of emotional baggage. Each one. He broke up with me because I slept with his brother. Well, they're twins. They should wear different colored hats or something. I was set up. And we put it into our baggage and we throw that baggage over our shoulder. And what do we do, girls? We then walk it into the new relationship. Yes. And the best part is the new boyfriend has no idea what you're hauling. And he welcomes you. Yes, he welcomes you to the new union. Like, oh, come on in. You seem pretty cool and well adjusted. And you're like, oh, I am. Yes! This seems like a safe place for me to unpack my shit. Another big part of the reason that women don't hit on men is because men typically don't find strong women attractive. They don't. Your date's gonna look at you and be like, no way, babe, I love a strong woman. Bullshit, Chad, okay? They love vulnerability. It's very attractive when a woman is vulnerable. Why is that? Men are very physical creatures. Women are very verbal. Men are very physical. So when a woman is vulnerable, hypothetically, it would mean that she needs physical help. And when a man feels he can be of help physically, then he feels needed, and that makes him feel good and attractive. When a man feels he can insert himself. No pun intended, but fuck it, we're making a comedy show. Pun intended, okay? You gotta give him something to do. And we as women a lot of times fault men for not communicating the way that we do. Women speak more words on average than men. It's not one's better or dumber than the other. It's just the way we are. When we talk at you, I want to talk. I want to be communicative about being communicative. You're not saying anything. Why aren't you talking about? You're not being communicative about your lack of being communicative. And I want to talk about how much I hate my friend Stacy. You haven't met Stacy, but when you meet her, you're gonna fucking get her. We have to have. And he's just sitting there like, Mungo, no. Like, it's scary. If you have any doubt if a guy likes you, don't always look for the words, look for the actions. They will show you. I wish someone had told this to me when I was in my 20s. Because when you're young, you're like, he's just not texting back. He's just busy. He's just at work. His family died. Like, there's no bullshit like that. When a guy likes you, he shows up. If you have any doubt if the guy with you tonight likes you, give him something to do. If a guy likes you, he'll do anything. Be like, will you carry this glittery brick of cat shit? He'll be like, no, no, no. They're happy to do it when a guy likes you. Carrying your purse is an issue. They'll carry your bags if they're heavy. They'll put gas in the car if you don't want to deal. They'll check under the hood for the thing. I don't know, but they'll do that. It's very attractive when a woman is vulnerable and needs help, and that's historically always been the way it is. I didn't make that up. That's why the term is damsel in distress, not overly opinionated dyke who needs a fucking hand, man. That's why. If a woman can do it for herself, it's not as attractive. Let's put it this way. If we're all animals, okay, and men are lions, and women are like gazelles, what's a lion, if he's hungry, more likely to go after? The gazelle running at 90, unencumbered by a self-esteem issue, like, I own my own home and have a PhD. I enjoy witty banter. I just put a down payment on a boat and I don't hate my daddy. Onward! Or, remember, he's hungry. Or, the gazelle with the broken hoof, like, help, how does basketball work? Like, what? An easier meal. Side note. I am aware that it's the lioness, not the lion, that does the hunting, but let's pretend that that lion was like a bachelor and hadn't met his wife yet. Okay, so we got all the zoologist questions out of the way.